Is it normal to not really enjoy eating food but instead find it more of a chore? As a food lover, I wouldn't say it's normal, but it's definitely more common than you probably think. Food for humans is a source of energy. The fact it can be enjoyable is just a plus. But at the end of the day, it's just something you need to survive. So that in itself is, I suppose, a chore. As long as you're giving your body the nutrients it needs and you aren't necessarily disgusted by food, I wouldn't worry. I find eating a chore when I eat on my own. The enjoyment of food goes up significantly when I share the meal with someone. But that's just me. Food has always had a very strong social connection aspect to me. I've gone through phases like that. Some people view eating as simply a means of staying alive and they don't necessarily enjoy it. I don't think it's abnormal. Sometimes I literally get tired of eating NGL, so I end up not finishing my food lol. It's probably not normal, but I have the same thing. Most food just don't taste that good for me to really enjoy it, and I can't eat fast for the life of me, so it usually takes me long to finish a meal and I fucking hate it lol. I always dread it when I get hungry that I will have to eat a bigger meal and can't do anything else really while I eat. I don't think it's normal. But it's not all that uncommon either. I enjoy eating. But the chore of prepping food when alone means I just don't bother to eat some days. I had a former housemate that called food a shit I haven't done yet. He was just extremely uninterested in it. Which worked for me because I was a professional private chef, so I basically had the kitchen to myself. One day I came down and was floored to see him making his own burgers to freeze. He then explained that this was the only way he could get burgers that didn't have herbs in, spices and crap in them. Ah, Dave. I miss him. I love eating a good restaurant meal. The problem is when I eat at home. I am a shitty cook and a lazy person. I hate spending time cooking meals, so I make the most basic food. Chicken, soy sauce and rice. Or a can of beans and some eggs. Tastes awful and bland, but I'd rather eat bland food than spend an hour buying ingredients and cooking a decent meal. As I said, I'm lazy. It might be a warning sign of early depression. Have you always felt this way or just recently? It's very common, but I don't think it's exactly normal. Could be a symptom of something. But I guess it could be unrelated to anything. Maybe you eat the same every month and you're just bored of the same food every time. I have it when my depression acts up more. Not at all, it happens to everyone at some point. I get sick of having to feed this meat bag.
Same.
I've been feeling this way for a few months now. I'm just sick and tired of eating. I hate having to decide what to eat. I hate having to buy groceries or drive to pick food up. I hate eating, and I also hate having to go to the bathroom. It's definitely not normal to feel this way. I have a history of eating disorders, and I think this is another one coming. I'm sorry you're also going through this. Yeah, even if it's something I really enjoy. I just want to taste it. But to have a proper meal feels so exhausting. IDK if I find it a chore per se. But I despise the feeling of being full. I'm a foodie and love to cook and try all kinds of dishes, but eating until I am full is one of my least favorite things. On a spectrum of eating as a chore v eating is enjoyable, I'd estimate that most people most of the time are closer to eating is enjoyable than eating is a chore. Yes. Because it's normal to enjoy eating food, that does implicitly mean that viewing eating as a chore is abnormal. Yes. Viewing eating as a chore could be a sign of depression. Yes. Viewing eating as a chore could be absolutely nothing worth worrying about. Everyone has personality quirks that are abnormal and harmless or even beneficial. Anecdotally, I've been clinically depressed before. And yes, it did negatively affect my appetite. That said, however, I've also tried to bulk up in muscle mass before. And while I was very happy and not at all depressed during this period of time, eating 6 meals a day definitely robbed eating of any joy and turned it into a 6 times a day chore. It's complicated. There could be many reasons for not enjoying eating. Do you feel that you can't afford to buy or otherwise can't get access to what you'd most enjoy eating? Do you have to avoid your favorite foods because of digestive issues or other health problems? At this point, I have to be on a very restricted diet due to chronic digestive issues. For me, that takes a lot of the fun out of eating. Because I can't eat what I feel like having, I still enjoy eating, though, because I'm one of those people who is like that. If anything, I'm the opposite of you. I've wondered if I enjoy it too much. Do you feel that eating interrupts continuing to engage in fun or productive activities that you are involved in and would prefer not to take a break from? Do you prefer to drink calories rather than eat them? Do you drink juice, soda, energy drinks, or other liquid calories? As a kid, I was into drinking fruit juice, which spoiled my appetite for meals. When my parents figured that out, I had to switch to drinking water, which was disappointing to me given my sweet tooth. If you're getting a lot of calories in liquids, you might not feel inclined to eat much food. Yes, if you eat almost the same kind of meals or with at least same ingredients. Bacon, chicken, pancake, whatever it is, maybe make a change? Try something you've never tried before. I don't think there should be anyone who consumes food just for mere survival. So go wild, I say. Yeah, it's the entire selling point of meal replacement drinks like Soylent and Huel. My mom is like this. I personally love food, the tastes and textures. She finds it a chore and is really picky and likes everything plain. You are not alone.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.